Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Cumishments with your host, James Brie. Last episode, we got the keys from the lovely and gormless Albert, though we have not got the keys for the personal places of everybody else. We have, however, got the key for the director's office.
Montague Dunn had good taste.
He did, and it's been opened, so, you know, it's being used.
French wine, a remarkable vintage.
Potentially he was using some of the funds from the Kew Gardens. Sorry. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. While I give you back your freedom, I wish you nothing but good luck. Ooh,
newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
So she had a reason to kill him other than Albert, by the sounds of it. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. So he didn't take credit then. He gave Martin Hamish the credit that he deserved.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
I know the safe, but it's very interesting. Okay. Interesting lock. Okay, fuck you. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck you! God damn it! So I realized that I sleep out of the voice of this very well-to-do English detective whenever I swear. So I'm going to try and tone down on the swearing a fair bit. But this safe does bugger me off quite a fair bit. So how many are we saying then? 5. 4, 5. And then, yes, because there'll be 5 left over. So potentially you do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Gorgeous things. I wanted a safe like that. That's pretty freaking cool. Although it does just make it a trial and error safe, doesn't it? What do you have in here? You have letters. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary, precious, and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species and from those who might wish to use them for dubious purposes. The Divine Syndicate, of whom you speak, have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889. I'm guessing I'm going back to my archive for this one. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday as always. Montague Dunn. Letter of what? Complaint? Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie, we do not need to elaborate, is reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
No. Why? Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at the London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Radigan House Tailors and at Baird and Sons Luxury Jewelers. Ouch, that's quite a lot. Okay, let's think some shit together. Poisoning. Wanting done held a virulent vegetal poison that was intended to kill him. White and Dunn. The money that Montague Dunn regularly gave to Miss White for student poisoning Albert's ambitions. After the death of his father, Albert now feels responsible to take over the thing. White's expulsion. Montague wanted to fire Miss White. Those two do go together. And was it enough disagreement? I don't really have enough evidence on anything there, though, do I? Nope, that's fine. White and Dunn. No, I can't put those together. That's fine. What just happened? There we go. No idea what happened there with the sound. That's kind of odd. Okay, so we have those two pieces of information. Yes, I believe, but I can't do anything with it, can I? Oh, I can do them. I can do a few things. I might need to go back to Baker Street at some point. Okay, let's try this next room.
Locked.
Not anymore. Okay. Anything in here? There's an investigation. I need to find things to investigate. There are... Ooh, there. Wet bottle trace.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Interesting.
Dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Maybe Miss White
drops
is
of the
a
substance
daughter
were spilled.
of the divine
Someone carried
things.
this bottle around. Several drops of the bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent.
The doggy!
A good nose.
Need to go find Mr. Toby again. Okay, is there anything else in this room, though? Ooh, the masks.
Such masks are generally worn when... Gloves. Waterproof.
Do they grow?
I'm guessing that would be a yes, my friend. Boots? Boots?
It appears as though the protective equipment is...
Yes, because we found it burning, didn't we? So somebody wanted to burn the evidence of what they were making, potentially.
Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key.
It does not.
Ooh. Fuck you, Dunny boy. We are fucking going in anyway. That's right. So let's get the side ones done first. Where are the lines? There they are. Okay. And let's link up to that line. There we go. And then what's next? This one. Right, so has this got many... Or is it just the one? It's only got one. It's only got one line that leads up to the top. So we know that one goes there. And therefore that one probably goes there too. Can I rotate all? I can rotate all. So what do I want? Wait a minute. Why did that one move? Oh, it didn't move. It's just this bit has covered it over, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Which I can't move because of that. Oh. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so I need a little line that goes across like that. There we go. Amazing. That was quite a complex lock for a fucking Kew Gardens cloakroom. Very interesting.
Miss White's locker.
Miss White's locker. What do you have inside?
Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Master's degree. Impressive.
A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Dear Mother and Father, I'm writing this letter with reluctance to ask you for help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I anticipated. I fear, therefore, I may not be able to manage in the long term. No, we have had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Yes, I would. I'm sorry, but like, depending on the reason.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Yes, you could have sold them quite easily, could you not? Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at the present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. Your devoted servant, Albert. So you had the son giving you money too.
It is of high quality.
Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all these years that you have passed since you left, and without any thought of us? You've never shared with us any detail of your success at university, but you choose to do so now. We suppose you must be ashamed of us for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done, and none of us ever compromise our reputation. As it appears, you have already done with your employer. This is done. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed. Ooh. What a dig, right? So, Margaret is fucking done. And
Martin
potentially
Hamish's
fucking
locker.
Albert.
Father and I. Kew Gardens.
What a lovely picture.
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
Well done, Martin. Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens obliged me to renew my application for the management position. As I've said already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the position. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservations to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and so I was happy to comply. But now the Kew Gardens lies in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead of me and free my mind from this uncertainty.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
It is rather, yes.
Albert's locker.
Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
So why would you be happy to settle here?
A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you into the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intention to entrust to you the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. And it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours very faithfully, J.M. Lemchar, blah, 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 blah. Very interesting.
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
Is it going to be Miss White, by any chance?
A botany book. This student's book belongs to Albert.
Okay.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
So, we have a lot of information now.
This is a
clues.
table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Fuck off, okay? There is beauty in chaos. That's why you look prim and proper, you ugly bastard. Okay, lovely. I think we have done... What was that? There's something else here. No, that's the door. Okay, so let's just match up some shite, shall we? Is that all I got? Oh, fuck off. Albert now feels responsibility. After the death of his... Okay, Miss White's... refused to assist her financially. They disliked Montague Dunn, believing him to be a libertine. But Dunn had promised to continue his family's support. Albert's ambition, white study. This one and this one? No. Okay, fine, fuck you then. Those two, that's for sure. White studies, Albert's ambition. Can that go together? No. Okay, fine, screw you. I know I'm clicking on a lot more this time than I do normally. So I'm sorry about that, but... Okay. So we have searched through here. Is there another... Is it going to tell me to keep searching the cloakroom? Toby to search the thing. Meet Miss Margaret at the seed house. Find out who killed the thing. Find the plant. Okay, so we're going to go and check out the seed house first. And then we're going to go grab Toby. A lovely little dog who has captured the hearts of us. Not anymore. The seed house. Where's Miss White? Miss White, where are you? I was going to say, is there nothing in here?
A thesis written by Martin Hamish.
Is there nothing else to grab from here? Normally if I stay in a thing like this, that means there's more to it. More to it than what I've currently seen. Is there more? Normally there'd be...
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? The fact that...
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Oh, wait a minute. So you could have gone from here to the ventilation system.
A glasses case. This area, sir.
You could have gone from here to the ventilation system as soon as you saw him in there. Couldn't you?
An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year.
A
master's degree diploma.
It sounded funny to me.
It belongs to Martin Hamish.
He's quite the intelligent man, isn't he? Is what we're getting at, I guess. Everything that is in here is all Martin Hamish. Martin Hamish, Martin Hamish. But, okay, a few things with it. Is that does mean that his father wasn't disregarding him or hiding his successes, was he? A bust. Oh.
It is a bust?
Oh, the marble.
I'm curious if the marble that we found... Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
Okay, that's a little bit interesting. Would he have just been stupid enough to dump it here?
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
Yeah, I've never been interested in botany before, but this case does actually make me slightly interested. Okay.
Locked.
Not anymore, because we say open sesame.
Open.
Open! Hello, ma'am. I am Sherlock Holmes, and you probably know that already. You have fucked your way through probably half of the people in this Kew Gardens already. And when you haven't had to turn with is Martin Hamish, by the sounds of it. I don't know. No, obviously we don't know this, but it's just, it has a feel. It has a feel of that. Especially as her parents always say that, you know.
And of good quality. They do not appear to have been used.
Yes, I don't know. There's something.
About ships. Nothing at all to
oh,
do
this
with
is
plants.
this is things. Albert's section.
Materials for college study. They belong to Albert. This place serves as Albert's office.
Interesting. Because Miss White likes
This
working
is one
here.
of the outlets of the ventilation system. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Interesting. Okay. Now, we will go talk to her. I just want to grab as much evidence as possible before I go talk to her. Because, just in case, you know, we need it. I don't think we do, but... Hello, Miss White. It is lovely to talk to you. Are you the lady from the picture? That is what I'm wondering.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But...
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes.
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
The case of the stolen plants, of whose friend I have not yet met. Expensive perfume. This is why I feel like this last is manipulating the other gentleman. Is, ooh, pink marks. Or family. Okay, this is interesting. It's because there's no restraint on the money she is spending. What I'm saying? Like, she has the money now, and she has Albert still giving her the money. Where is this last whatever? What does it say? It doesn't say. I can't make that out. That unearthed. Ooh, unmarried. It's going to be unmarried, yes? Unmarried. I don't trust those eyes.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, did you?
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
I don't...
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No,
I don't trust
I have
her.
never been there.
Never.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So,
Apparently.
someone is lying. It is obvious.
Absolutely. I don't want to make assumptions. I really fucking don't. Because last time I did that, I fucked myself, really, didn't I? But I do believe we have a few things to talk about. So we've got to go talk to Albert Dunn about that. We have to go talk to Hamish about that. And then who do we talk to about the marble I suppose Hamish again, right? Let's go have these conversations before we go back to Baker Street. But yes, I'm not 100%. I'm really... The last one, the missing the points and stuff, the last one, has left me a little bit gun-shy on precisely who I think is the killer. Which is an unfortunate way of putting it, I suppose. But yes, there's something, I don't know. I don't believe it's Mr. Hamish. I feel like his although his reputation was quite good and he was growing. So
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your
family
family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
What about a father? Photograph with the father. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to...
Do tell us
Don't
more
lie.
about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He
Why
worked
have you
together
lied?
with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support.
Right.
As far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But
Well-
the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father, so it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
But I don't understand.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
But why is a piece of it on the thing? Fragment from a statue.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Yeah, it's
Really?
very strange.
Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
I do not like your tone. I will
Thank you,
strike
Mr.
you with my
Hamish.
ring
We shall
hand if you
continue our
dare to talk to
investigation.
me like that again. You understand me, Mr. Hamish? Like a proper pimp slap right across the face. Dream of
I
entering the
perceive
Navy.
that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Well, that's bullshit, isn't it? Stolen plant list, symbol on... Where's the letter? Where's the letter? Albert's hopes, I guess.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes,
Yes,
that's
I know.
correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea.
Well, he
He
stepped
did his
into
best
that
to ruin my
obviously.
plans. Although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
I mean, he was semi-honest. Well, no, he wasn't. Was he? He's lying bastard. Albert's ambitions, new director. Okay. Albert's ambitions and Hamish's anger. Okay. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry, I got that one so wrong. New director, Hamish's anger. White studies. She enjoys the work and has talent for it. Her specialization is exotic plants, and I can't think that with either of the other two. Okay, fine. This one, we'll go with this one for now. If it links up to anything, and Albert's motive, and those two work together for now. Okay, cool. Now we are going to go back to Baker Street and see what we can get done there. Shall we? It's a juicy case, I will say this. I feel like we are getting close to the end of this one. I don't think there's much left to do. Once we have filled at these, we need to find the plant still. Because we have done these ones. Yes. Okay, so
My
we've-
analysis table.
Oh, no, the archive.
It is useful
bad,
for
not
my
the
work.
analysis. So I need, first let's do this one. What am I looking for? A list of exotic plants stolen, Dionia. Right, so I want articles, don't I? Chemistry, research, no, poisons and toxins. Atropia belladonna.
That is
Hemlock
That-
seed. Nope, this
that-
one.
that is not the one I
Really?
need.
Fuck off. That's not...
That is not the one I need.
Okay. Blood tests, toxic metal in hair.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I
Okay,
need.
fuck off. Oh, no,
That is not
vaporization.
the one I need.
Fuck's sake, I thought that was bound to be it. Poisons and toxins, wounds and injuries. Anthropia. Maybe it's not this, then. Maybe it's encyclopedias. Economic, technology, history, medicine, botany. There we go. Exotic plants. There we go.
Here it is.
I thought for sure we were looking for the poison one. Search the symbol of the broken pot. And there was one here, wasn't there, that was symbols and stuff. Criminal... Marks and symbols. Divine Syndicate.
Here it is.
The Divine
That's if I knew what
Syndicate
the
is
fuck I
not
was
a
doing.
supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Okay. And the last one. Divine Syndicate. A member of the Divine Syndicate pressed a complaint against Kew Gardens and mentioned an old case that has been published in the newspapers, the case of June 14th, 1889. June 14th, scandal at the Divine Syndicate. Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Truan, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street, Carlington Road, protectors of plants, and more particularly trees, are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of the organisation are subject of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organisation, which has given as its goal the defence and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the...
Here it is.
I just trailed off there. Fantastic.
And
What a
here is
wonderful...
the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Indeed it is. But that is going to have to wait until next time, I'm afraid. Deadly plant stolen. Link those two together. Theft and murder. Yes, we're going to have to leave that for the next episode. So thank you very much, everybody who has come out for today's episode. So having spoken to them, I'm not 100% sure who I think has done it anymore. Last episode, I was sure that maybe there was some sort of affair or something like that going on. And potentially there still was. But potentially... What do I think? I think out of all of them... I think Miss White might have the greatest motive. Because obviously she was going to lose her place and everything like that. And obviously the letter we found in Dunn's office said he was going to be... that he was alone. And that he would be cutting off his financial support of her as well. Now, what I think has probably happened is Miss White has encouraged Albert. Obviously he liked her and he took a picture outside of the university with her and everything like that. I think Miss White has encouraged Albert to take up her father's thing. In order to get the position of director when he's gone, he can continue supporting her in her studies, and coming and going as she chooses, and then she doesn't have to worry about anything. In terms of Albert and the other one, it doesn't make sense for Albert because otherwise he would have killed his father and then he would have gone off to the Navy as he desired. It doesn't make sense for him to kill his father and then stay here, does it? It just doesn't. Are we still looking at... Hello, Booby? Booby, 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 Booby! Hello! Wonderful. Spiffing, what? It doesn't make sense. And the other guy, potentially, he seems very angry, but I feel like he's getting more credit than he realizes that he is. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming out for today's episode. Have a great day, have a great night, whatever time zone you are in. Stay happy, stay positive, stay cheesy, and I will see you guys again very soon. Meantime, check some cheddar on that like button, subscribe if you have not already, and continue to share the channel far and wide. I will see you again very soon. Lots of love, folks. Bye-bye.